Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks, and we're here today to talk about Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman, Evangeline Lilly, and
some other people. Because you just seem like, oh, what else is in there? I kind of wanted to see it a lot because I know a lot of it was shot in Detroit, our home ground.
Yeah.
So it was. I liked it.
I did too. I thought when it first came out, I'm like, why are they making a movie off of Rock'em Sock'em robots? Like, when I saw the very first trailer for it, I'm like,
you think about that.
I'm like, they're about to say this is called Rock'em Sock'em.
I did too.
And it's like Real Steel. I'm like, okay. And so as I saw more trailers about it, you know, got more in depth, and it seemed like I had more story to it. And then more, because the first was like these fighting robots, and then the trailers came out, I was like, about this man and his son. Mm-hmm. And so, it was, you know, obviously about both, and you felt both aspects while watching this movie.
Yeah.
So I went in, with intention of seeing it and kind of maybe enjoying it, and, I came out of it and I'm like, oh, I like that way more than I thought I would.
It's a movie about an underdog in the boxing area kind of thing, so your mind automatically goes to Rocky. But for 2011, it's a good kind of retelling of it. Not saying that there's specifically
even though it's even in the future of 2000. It's like
they never gave a year.
They never gave a year,
but you can tell that it's everything is like way more advanced.
They made references to something that happened in 2008 and 2016. So it's even farther in the future, and of course we don't have robots that are
But specifically for that movie coming out now. It was, you did kind of get that Rocky feel, but and in more ways than one, not just because you're rooting for a robot, but also because of Hugh Jackman's character as well. And so I think
I'm not gonna. It's the story or the concept rather that was like Rocky, or even. Well, I guess I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give anything away.
No, you still had that feeling though. Watching it, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm not saying that they were trying to literally copy off of Rocky.
Yeah, I don't want to say at all or give anyone the impression, because I don't want to sound unpatriotic or something, but I found the character of Rocky very obnoxious to me, so I didn't
bite your tongue.
That's me. I
there's no way you can watch this movie and not think about Rocky. You can't even say don't think about Rocky. There's no way you can.
Well, you can't say don't think about Rocky, but I'm saying it's not a copycat, is what I'm going to say.
No, I'm not. I'm. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, I'm not saying that's what you're
copycat.
saying. I'm saying that's what I'm trying to clarify for the viewer.
No, it's not a copycat of Rocky, but you do have that same feel. Is what I'm saying. It's impossible to come up with any storyline about anything without thinking about another movie, because too many stories have been told, basically. But it was a really good storytelling.
And I won't say. The flaw with Hugh Jackman's character, Charlie, he was a jerk.
Oh,
he was a big time jerk at the beginning, and he had to get his act together over time because of his son who came into the picture. And so the one you really bonded with was this child and his robot, and his robot was very humanistic, and how they just bonded together. You felt that connection.
Yeah, you really did, because Hugh Jackman was terrible. And we're not really giving anything that much. You really find out within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie that he's a douche. Everyone did a great job. Was not surprised at all of the good acting of Miss Evangeline Lilly, because the girl knows how to act, just being on Lost. So everybody did a really good job. The little boy was really good too.
I can't think of his name. I knew, but then I forgot. But
talking about Kevin Durant,
the little boy.
Oh, the little boy. I don't know the little boy's name.
He did a really good job. From beginning to end. As soon as he stepped onto the scene, I don't appreciate his swearing so much, but you really did feel attached to him, and he had scenes that made you just feel for him and like him, that were just adorable.
Yeah, even though it was about these robots that were fighting each other and it was very futuristic and everything, there was a sense of realism throughout the entire movie.
Well, yeah, that's because it was grounded in the character development.
Yeah.
And really about this guy who was down on his luck, who basically he was a boxer and he became obsolete.
Yeah.
And so I guess internally he's dealing with that, and he's really kind of failing at what he's trying to do with these robots. And this kid comes into play, and it's like fate threw him a bone, and they took it, and it just starts to work out for him, and it eventually bonds them together. And it's really about the story of this really bad dad trying to eventually get his act together.
Yeah.
And it really showed a bond of a father and son and how important that is to a child. Because even though he's this like terrible dad who wasn't there, Evangeline Lilly made a comment to Hugh Jackman's character, and that kind of said, you know, regardless, it is important because she just referenced the relationship with her dad that she had, and so at the end you just see this look on this kid's face.
Yeah.
When he's looking at Hugh Jackman, and you felt, you know, it was tugging at your heartstrings.
I did get teary-eyed. I didn't want to cry because I didn't want to ruin my mascara, but I did get teary-eyed. My father got teary-eyed because I know he was probably thinking about his dad, and so it was a very touching. It was touching. It was very heartfelt. You know, in a lot of moments. It was kind of cool because Kevin Durant was in there, and it was interesting seeing. I couldn't help but think about Wolverine Origins when the scenes with Kevin Durant and Hugh Jackman, because you know it was just you know, the last time you saw them in the movie together, they were in a boxing ring fighting each other. So it was kind of cool seeing them, and then also, you know, he was also on Lost too.
Yeah, he was.
Well, there's a lot of Lost Wolverine connections in here. You know, it's kind of interesting. Because, you know, Charlie was on Lost. He was also on Wolverine. Okay, anyways, we can go on for this, whatever. And eventually dated. But anyways.
Yeah, I thought about that while I was watching it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
It's funny.
Like, oh, they like all know each other in like some type of movie way. But anyways, I thought it was a great movie. I would recommend go seeing it. There's like nothing else out right now anyways. Like, you know, all the really, you know, the summer movies are kind of gone. And
like,
you know,
I think it's a
go
movie
see it.
that could go on. I don't think that it will. But I'm saying if they want
as far as sequels,
yeah, but
I don't know.
But as far as could they try to build it up as the Rocky of our generation? Well, Rocky is kind of timeless, period. But
yeah,
they definitely could if they wanted to.
Right.
But I don't know how people are going to respond to actually go seeing the movie. I think people will really like this movie if they go see it and give it the chance.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are actually going to go see it while it's in theaters. But I would say go see it. And if you don't want to spend a bunch of money, go at a time when it's not that expensive. Because I saw an early showing.
Yeah. Early showings are the best. Like, they're always the cheapest. Like, before 12, find a way.
Yeah.
You know? Or between that twilight time, between 4 and 6. You know, you can afford it. We can afford it. Everybody can afford it. Just go see it. There's nothing really out right now in the theater. Just like, you know, just go see it. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
You will enjoy it.
Hopefully.
You will. I've spoken.
Anyways, I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks. And if you like the theme song of our movie reviews or TV reviews or just our Gorgeous Geeks show in general, you can go to www.thegorgeousgeeks.com, visit our store, and you can buy a ringtone. And just, you buy it. And
all
we'll
original music created by me.
Yeah, and the original theme song, she like literally did that in like 15 minutes. I'm not even joking.
Yes, so go to our store, thegorgeousgeeks.com.